Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh, there's that camera again. Oh, it's fogging up down here. How are you? Thursday, the 8th, May 8th. Wow. Time is flying. How you guys doing this morning? Good to see you all. Welcome to what I call Live 365. Get the Facebook opened up. Something keeps going by the window out here. Must be a bird. Anyway, how are you this morning? Pop in the chat where you're at, scale of 1 to 10. There we go. Pop it up here. Make sure we can see everything. See the comments. Wendy Lead is watching. It's going to be Wendy Turner here in a little bit. How you doing? Yeah. Where's Touring Man? See here yet? Anybody seen Touring Man? Yeah. Hey, still keep Jimmy in your thoughts and prayers. He's having good nights, so he's doing okay. They still have him in ICU. Still got to get that blood pressure stuff going right for him, and when he's not sleeping as much and awake, and when we wouldn't be annoying, we're gonna go and see him. So yeah, and my friend Dan is recovering well from his what I understand was a motorcycle accident. So guys, be careful out there, right? Two Pines Bookkeeping 207. Good to see you on Instagram. Yeah. How's everybody doing this morning? Live 365. We do this every single day. Okay. So if you're new to the Summit Facebook group, checking us out, I'm here every single day. We talk, I do a 10-day series of things. And we're currently in the middle of a 10-day series on identity shift and just talking about how you show up and how you roll and how you talk to yourself, that kind of stuff. And then we kind of flip it to the business side. We talk sales, we'll talk marketing, we talk things that I know about, and I stay in my lane. So, and sometimes I'll bring on an expert or two that knows a heck of a lot more than me. Roy Dahl, good morning. Roy's a 9 this morning. Yeah, Matt Tolman, 10, coming into the 10. I saw you slinging around those nunchucks this morning. Don't hurt yourself there, buddy. Luke McGee's here, popping in with an 8. Good to see you. Great way to start the day, guys. Just getting together and just general fist pump. Tyler Kirk is here. And Tyler, I sent you a message. I said, are we letting this thing fly? So I guess we are. So I want to announce to you guys while Tyler's on here so that I can publicly thank him that the website is now live. So with that, Wendy is standing in the background waiting to put the link on so you guys will have it. Summit Coaching and Summit Coaching Consulting, all that stuff was taken. So we ended up with a domain name of Bob Turner Coaching. So I guess that's as descriptive as it needs to be. And if that'll get you there. So we've got it live. Wendy just put it in. And Tyler, I really want to thank you for helping me out with it. Not helping me out, for doing it and just making it happen. Your team has been great. And I can't wait to meet you guys some point in person. Tyler, I know you, but I haven't met everybody else. So if you're around, you want to jump on and say hi, I just sent you a link. So if not, I understand. Maybe you're working out. So yeah, we're just getting started. And guys, this is the basic build out. All right. So which took a while to do it right. But what I can tell you about working with Tyler, and I'll pop his link in here in a minute, is that he's very intentional. And it's not just, hey, let's create a website, right? Let me see, Legacy Media. Yeah, there we go. It's just not like let's create a website and go. It's let's do this with some intention. So he's in the gym. That's all right. That's all right. Does it with intention, which is really cool because the people that I've connected with that have tried to help me with this process haven't been all that intentional. And so it was good to really just start and say, okay, what are we doing? How are we doing it? And not unlike how you guys should be with your business, right? So there's a lot to be learned there. Let me just trying to get this link. Yeah, bear with me. Copy. Boom. Boom. Who knew it would be so hard to copy a link? Wendy. Copy link. Bam. I like to put his link in because you guys can get set up and chat with him. If you've got a branding question, if you want him to take a look at your stuff, you think he might be able to help you. If your website is something that you kind of did on the back of a cocktail napkin, he's got things mapped out for me, not just in a way to start, but just so that we can build on it. For instance, so I was thinking this morning, we got to get something about speaking engagements on there. We got to get something about this. And that's where the magic happens, because now we can build it. I say we, meaning him and his team. I just answer questions and get back to him as soon as possible when he asks me a question. So, Tyler, it's been great. I appreciate you and your team. So, guys, if you want to get something built out, website, talk about your branding, your marketing, you'll notice an upgraded logo. And you can just tell when you look at it that it's done by a professional. So thank you. I appreciate it. I couldn't be more grateful this morning. So, guys, how are you doing this morning? Pop it in the chat, 1 to 10. Wendy says, this is really amazing. I'm grateful for Tyler and his team because Bob has been working on getting this done for a long time and had many roadblocks. Absolutely, Wendy. You very nicely said that there are some not so nice people out there that will take your money. And so we finally got to where we should have started. So, but that's all right. It's all part of the process. And I learned a lot. So good morning, Rachel. Glad to see you here. Dave Howard is here. Bill Gustafson, those guys checking in with a 10. I might have missed some people. If you're here and I haven't called your name, thank you for coming. I know some days I miss some people, or after the live, I'll see that they were on. I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't know Dave Saperko was on today. But anyway, he's here today. Good morning, everyone. Have a blessed day. I'm a 9.5. Good for you. Room for improvement, as I always say. So, in keeping with our identity shift series, I want to get going on this. Here we are, day 5. Good morning, Jason Rector, 9.9. How could you not be, right? Down there in the sunny state of Florida. We might have a little sun today, even though it says it's going to rain all day. But day 5, identity, we're going to talk about proving it daily, small wins that redefine who you are, right? We talked this week about, stepping into the person that you want to be in the future. What would the future you need you to do and be today? Okay. Identity isn't claimed. It's earned through small, consistent actions. Some of you are at the gym right now doing your thing. Some of you just already did it. I got a text from Dave Brackett. Hey, I already ran 45 minutes today. Bam, we're getting it done, right? You don't just decide to be someone new, guys. You prove it with daily action. Your brain doesn't believe what you tell it, right? I'm going to get working out in the morning. It believes what you show it. I worked out in the morning, right? I'm just using working out as an example, but it could be anything in your life or business or relationships that you might be kicking down the road. Every time you follow through, even if it's in a small way, you cast a vote for the person you're becoming. I got that from a James Clear quote I'll show you in a minute, or I'll share with you in a minute. You want to become more confident? Prove it by keeping one promise to yourself today. You want to lead better? Prove it by having the conversation you've been avoiding. So we're talking about proving it daily here, guys. Talking about building a rock solid identity by stacking small wins one day at a time. And I was on one of the Ben Newman calls the other day in the group that I'm in, and Tyler's part of that community. And he was saying how, he started saying stacking days, stacking small wins. And everywhere he goes now, he hears that. And here I am saying it because it's just perfect, right? We just stack the days. Focus on the 3 feet in front of you, not what's down the road so much, okay? Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. James Clear said that in his book, Atomic Habits, which is cool. All right. So why does it need proof? Why do we need to prove it daily? Because motivation fades, right? You can get fired up. Hey, some AC/DC, little thunderstruck comes on, little Judas Priest, another thing coming. You can hear it, right? I shared a song by Cody Johnson this morning. Take It, it's called. If you got a chance, take it. That got me a little fired up this morning watching him on stage. I'm like, yeah, and if I could do anything in life, it would be that. But I'm not Cody Johnson, so here we go. But why? Belief wavers. You're like, well, I don't know. It's taking a lot of time. I don't know if I can get that 40 pounds off. Just worry about today. Because action builds evidence every single day. Action builds evidence. You're doing the thing. Your brain doesn't trust declarations. Hey, I'm really gonna get in shape this year. Your brain's like, yeah, pass the beer nuts, right? It trusts consistency, though. This is what we do. This is who we are now. You got to get those micro wins. It's not the big launch, the perfect morning routine, or the dramatic transformation. It's getting up when your alarm goes off, doing what you said you would do, making that phone call that maybe you didn't want to make, finishing the task, holding that boundary that you've set. Okay? Each small win whispers, see, you're not who you were. You're not who you were. So, I like loops, right? We're going to talk about the daily proof loop, okay? Step 1, choose your identity target. I'm becoming a leader. I'm a high-performance business coach. I'm a high-performing owner. I'm someone who honors their word. Day 2, now we need to define the daily proof. How are you doing it, right? What would that person do today? Hey, I'm becoming a leader. What would that leader do today? Make it specific. Make it simple. Make it trackable. Step 3, score yourself daily, right? Track it. Use the habit tracker. I like the James Clear habit tracker. I use them mostly for journals and notebooks. But use a habit tracker. Use a whiteboard. Chat GPT, how to build a simple daily journal. I don't care. Proof tracker, whatever, something, someplace where you can make check marks. As I always say, put it on the fridge. I know you'll see it there. I certainly will, several times a day. And then celebrate the win. Don't wait for applause from others. Self-celebration rewires the reward system. We're not looking for it from other people. Looking for it from you. You're the one that you're trying not to let down. You're the one you're trying not to let down. So, I always have an action step for you. Number 1, today, choose one identity that you're working on. Okay. I'm not talking about multiple personalities here, right? You guys have those. You're on your own. That's above my pay grade. Choose the one identity that you're working on. One of the things I've said repeatedly over the last year or two, I am a highly sought after speaker and coach. What if I don't say that, I won't be that. I'm a highly sought after speaker and coach. Why not, right? Why don't I deserve to be? I'm doing the work. Then define the small action that proves it daily. What are you doing daily that's moving you in that direction? And I challenge you this. Do it today before noon. Do it before noon today and then write it down. This is how winning is done, as my coach Ben Newman would say. I like when I get on his calls because then the next couple of days I'm spitting out Ben Newman stuff, right? But it's how we all get better, right? You get around people that might be a lap or two ahead of you on the track, and you pick up some things, and you're like, hey, I kind of like how they do that. A year ago, I wouldn't have dreamed of literally picking up my phone when Tyler asked me, hey, do you have a video test? You have a testimonial from Steve Rosenberg? I said, actually, no, I don't. Here we are getting ready to launch the website. I said, wait a minute. And I just popped my phone open. I said, hey, I know you're in the middle of your 2-day takeoff event in Houston right now. Probably don't have 5 minutes, but I need a favor. Could you crawl off to a room somewhere and shoot me a 60-second or less testimonial that I could use for my website? And oh, by the way, I need it like stat. No more than 3 minutes later, bling, on my phone was a fantastic video. It's now on my website. Tyler, I was able to get, I didn't even listen to it. I just forwarded it to Tyler. I was on a call, forwarded it to Tyler. He's got it on the website, and here we go. But here's a guy that's way ahead of me in the business, but thinks a lot of me because of how I roll. And I had the courage to get in the right room and be around the right people. So, guys, don't ever feel like you don't have a seat at the table or don't deserve a seat at the table. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to prove it with one small decision at a time. Get a little uncomfortable. Your confidence grows when your consistency stacks. We're stacking days. We're stacking wins. Keep proving it, even quietly, right? You don't have to post it all up. You don't have to. You ever share something with people, somebody you get excited about? Hey, I want to share you this, and then they shit all over it. You're like, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. And you don't have to keep it all to yourself, but be careful who you're sharing your dreams with, right? Make sure they're not the people that are quietly drilling holes in your boat. Get around the people that want you to win. All right. Tomorrow, we talk about something a little deeper. How the old story you've been telling yourself is the reason you haven't stepped into the new one. I told you I was going to get up in your business, right? This week. It's time to let go of that old story. So I appreciate you guys showing up. If this was helpful for you today, give me a fist pump. Please scroll back in the chat, and we'll make sure it's posted again. And please check out the new website, the fruits of our labor here over the past several weeks. And it hasn't really been my labor. I want to thank Tyler Kirk and his team at Legacy Media for getting that together. It has been a literal breath of fresh air to work with a group of professionals and get something done on a level that I certainly haven't been able to accomplish with others and wouldn't have been able to accomplish on my own. So Tyler, can't wait to take it to the next level, and fired up about it. And speaking of digital media and social media and all that stuff, and then Matt Tolman popped on. Matt Tolman said, hey, give me the number so I could chat with your daughter about my social media. So if you would like to speak to Bailey about social media and daily posting and those kinds of things, grab the link that I just popped on. So Tyler said, and if you don't like the new site, don't tell us. Yeah, exactly. Jason, I'm glad it's always helpful. Matt and Rachel with a fist pump. I appreciate you guys. And as always, you guys know that I'm speaking to Steve Rosenberg, handling daily sales accelerator calls for him and his group, meeting a lot of great people. I'll be in Houston later this month. Wendy and I will both be down there in Houston. I get to speak at that event and be part of a panel. So we're doing the things, guys. We're doing the things and having a blast. And it's super cool. If you're interested in checking out that daily sales call, I've got a little link in there that I can get you a discount for signing up. So we get you a 7-day free trial, and then I can make it inexpensive for you after that. If you want to work on sales on a daily basis, if you don't, that's okay. If you like selling stuff and you like being good at it, then come join us. All right. If you're wondering why leads are down and you're wondering why, hey, I always get on the phone with people and we have good conversations and I don't close them, or they don't call me back, or then I give them a quote and they ghost me. You probably could use some work on your sales game. Steve will often say this. He said, if you have a problem, if someone has a problem and you have a solution and they don't buy from you, that's on you. So maybe we can close the gap between the number of people that you're speaking to and not closing by doing a little bit of sales training on the daily. We do sales role plays on Thursdays. Friday is open coaching. Bring your shit, bring your stuff, whatever you need to work on. And we could even do a sales role play on a Friday or any other day for that matter. Wednesday, he's just added Wednesdays. It was only 4 days before. Now we're adding Wednesdays to it. And Monday we do, I usually do that call. It's about mindset. We call it Monday Mindset or Mindset Monday. I can't remember which, but you get the gist. And Tuesday, we just focus on dealing with objections. Look, do you know what the top objection is? Anyone want to put it in the chat? When you're in sales, what's the number one objection you get, or across the board, typically when you're trying to sell something? Sorry, we kind of switched over to sales here, but that's all right. I'm having fun. 81 on the sleep score today, by the way, guys. Watch out. Come at me, Tolman. Nah, don't do that. I got one of those glass jaws and a face people like to hit. Oh, shit. Number one objection. Alex Redmond says it. Too expensive. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Got to talk to my wife. Yeah, that's actually number 2 or 3. I can't remember the order the other day. Actually, I might have them right here. I had them for my notes. Let me see. New note. I have so many notes. Sales objection. I had him on something different. So don't want to make the wrong decision. That's down the list, but I need to think about it as one. Okay. And I'm not going to get into it here on how to deal with that stuff. I would encourage you to come to our call. All right. Today is Thursday. So we'll be actually doing sales role play. So guys, if you want the link to that call and you haven't been on it yet, hit me up. And when I talk about getting in the right rooms, that's one of them. You're going to meet people who want you to win. Steve oftentimes is on the call or running the call, and then he just gives it to you straight. He's like, "Well, I can be honest or I can be nice, but I can't be both." so he'll give it to you straight. Alex knows that. He's been on those calls. I think Rachel's been on. Tolman's been on. Jason Rector just joined up and is rolling with Steve, which I'm very proud of you for that, Jason. A lot of you guys, Matt Blood is going to be on the calls and getting involved. So Matt says, did that enough times. Best decision I ever made was to get into a new boat. Yeah, for sure. Sorry I missed you, Matt. Good morning. Thanks for coming. And guys, please share this out. It's funny. I watch on like the ticker in the corner, and we got up over there to like 21 or so people on the other day. And it's funny to watch it grow. Not funny, but it's interesting and makes me feel good to see it grow and to see it get out to more people. I want to thank you guys that are inviting people to the Facebook, the free Facebook page. You'll notice we've been leaning into that a little more deeply. We're going to be making some changes to the communities and that kind of stuff as part of this website build and redirect a little bit, I'll call it. So touched up logo, which looks kick-ass. We went from Canva to something professional, thanks to Tyler. And just couldn't be more excited about all that stuff. So doing something right, Dave says. Yeah, I appreciate it. And it's interesting that you comment right there, Dave, because I don't know how many thousands of people Dave has invited to the Summit free Facebook group, but he keeps doing it. I'm like, who's this guy? Oh, invited by Dave Howard. He's got to be all right. So we let him in. But yeah, the little blue button up to the right, guys, on the Summit free Facebook page, just invite. It takes 5 minutes. And I find that if I invite 100, I'll get 5 or so. People are like, shit, another group. But if it comes from one of you guys, if it comes from a member, that number goes through the roof. Give you an example. I invited 850 followers to the group yesterday. I don't know if any joined. Wendy invited just over 100 people that she knows, and we had 20 new members. So think about it, right? So Matt Tolman, you're going to invite people today. Jason Rector has invited a ton of people to the group. So thank you. Appreciate you guys. If you're on here and you enjoy this in the morning, like Frisella says, don't be a hoe, share the show. Well, just share it out. Share it out. The more people we get working on it and getting better at life, then it helps me with my mission, which is to help as many people as I can. So I know I saw you invited Kevin Kaminsky on here, and any of you guys that have live in Southern Maine and used to watch the Maine Mariners, right, Dave? And it was Kevin Kaminsky was he's literally like my size or smaller, and played AHL hockey here in the minor league team in Portland. Dave, let me know if I'm getting this wrong, but Kaminsky was like he was just a one-man wrecking crew in our own little Portland, Maine's little Wayne Gretzky, if you will. But it was cool to watch him. I remember that. I don't know how many years ago that was, but maybe you send him this video and tell him we want him on here. So high-level performers, right? I had season passes back then. Yeah. The Maine Mariners, then it's the Portland Pirates, and I think it's back to the Maine Mariners now, right? Hockey. So, yeah, for sure. Rachel says, Wendy is an influencer. Makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Let me see. I keep looking at my phone for the comments, too. I got to just turn it around. Look right here. So, and we've been trying to figure out, and this came from trying to put a link on the website. I'm trying to figure out how I can put one link for this call that you can share to everybody, and it'll take them to either YouTube or Facebook or whatever. But with StreamYard, it's a little bit difficult. I can create a daily, like a reusable studio, and then it's like it starts to get a little bit above my pay grade. So Mr. PIM, yeah. So we'll figure it out, but we'll keep posting, keep sharing. You guys do your part, share it out. I think we're like 1,870 people in the Summit Facebook group, and we're going to lean on that as our free community going forward, guys. So we'll be making some adjustments to the school communities, bringing things in house, restructuring that a little bit. You guys that have been in there, we appreciate you. Anyway, got a busy day. Going to get a workout in. Wendy and I are going to touch off the day with a good walk, and I think then she's going to go do a second one. And then when I get off my calls later, I'll do a second one. So we're on it every day. We're trying to soak the shirt every day in May, and get the work done. You guys that are working out, getting your workouts done, I appreciate you. I see you. Keep it going. Share it out. Put it in the Summit free Facebook group. And it's not a flex, right? Say, hey, boom. Josh Baker does that all the time. We'll just take a picture of the gym, and he's just reaching up and touching the rim saying, hey, coach, I'm just letting you know I'm here. And I appreciate that. And what people don't realize is when I get 3 or 4 people sending me photos like that or tagging me in them, it kicks my ass too. And it's like, I was thinking, I don't know, man, if I'm going to get it in today. Guess what? I see Mark Bunker out there walking. I'm getting it in today. Alex Redmond's at the gym at 4 or 5 a.m. I'm getting it in today. So it goes both ways, guys. So Rachel says, make it a great day. We're getting in 2 walks a day. Boom. Dog is happy. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Remember, getting back to the purpose of the call today, prove it daily. Tyler says, picks or it didn't happen. We got it. I'm going to put it on the Summit. Prove it daily. Small wins. Redefine who you are. Wendy says, it's not a flex. It's a motivation, inspiration. I'm going to remind you of that quote later when I ask you why you didn't take a picture of you riding the fat bike. Okay. All right. So guys, have a great day. Make somebody's day today. All right. It's not always about us. All right. Have a great day. Appreciate you. Talk to you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Share it out. Thanks.